Hey guys, it's Mr. K. Um, so this week we're going to do a little lesson on skills, mainly soft skills versus hard skills. We're going to talk about different kinds of skills, what kind of categories they go under, and why they're important in the career stuff we've been talking about. All right, first up, there are two types of skills, which I bet you can guess what they are. There are hard skills and soft skills. Yeah, I know it's you couldn't see that one coming, did you? Okay, first up, hard skills. Hard skills are technical abilities possessed by a human being which can be measured. It can be learned through education, expertise, and experience. Otherwise, they define what we have or what we have acquired. Okay? They're a set of technical skills, meaning the ability to do something. For example, um, baking a cake. Technical skill, something you learn. It's a hard skill. As in it's tangible, it's something you can be that can be learned through technically wise, right? Um, these kind of skills are stored in the left brain or logic center of the brain. Okay, people have probably said before the left brain thing or right brain thing. Hard skills are left brain things. Okay, they're measured using IQ, which stands for intelligence quotient. Okay, they are acquired through education, expertise, and experience. Okay, like I said, it's something you learn. It's a skill you do by learning. So division, subtraction, ability to write a paper properly or fill out a paper, fill out forms, bake a cake, build a hope chest. What those kind of things are hard skills, guys. Things you can learn. Okay. The rules related to hard skills remain the same no matter what, pretty much. Okay. Example: baking a cake. Okay. It may change what's in the cake, or what kind of cake it is. You could do chocolate cake or vanilla cake, lemon cake, red velvet. I love red velvet. But and there are rules to making a cake, right? You still have to mix the things. You still have to put it in the oven. You still gotta bake it. For a certain amount of time. Okay. They may things may change slightly depending on the recipe, right? But there are still hard and concrete rules about how they work. Okay. Make sense? All right. Last thing, they can be easily measured. Okay. Hard skills are measured skills. Like I said, baking a cake. You can measure it by if the cake came out or didn't come out. Right? Building a cabinet, you measure it by how well it was built. It's something that's easily defined. Okay. All right, next look at our next skills. These are called soft skills. Okay, soft skills are the attributes and personality traits owned by each and every person on Earth. Okay, they are dependent upon the inner self of the person, meaning they define whom we are, right? Soft skills are kind of skills that we kind of just based upon us, right? They are a set of interpersonal skills, right? Also be known as people skills. Okay, they're integral to part of your personality. They are stored in the right side of the brain or the emotional center. They're measured using EQ or emotional quotient because they're more emotionally based. They are acquired through interaction and influence. They are learned skills, but not in the same way as hard skills. We get them through interaction and the influence of things around us, like our culture, our heritage, our families teach us things. So we learn things differently from other people because of how we're influenced when we're raised. Our interactions with our peers teach us certain skills. Those kind of things. Okay. The rules to define soft skills vary based on culture and expectations. Okay, like I said before, how we learn certain things is based on how we're raised, how we grow, and that varies depending on where you're at in the world too. Some people look at things different ways, and because of that, the rules to those skills are different. The rules to making an apology might be different in Japan than they are here in the United States. Okay. The rules for good manners are different in Canada than they are in India. Those kind of things are, so there's not one defined rule about what is, good manners, because they vary depending on where you're at, right? All right. So because of that, they are hard to quantify. Like I said, we can say someone's a good listener, but it's really hard to show proof that they're a good listener, and they vary on how they're a good listener because of certain things. Okay. All right. Next up, let's look at why these are important. These things on your left are the top 10 skills most valued by employers in today's job market, according to the National Association of Colleges and Employers Job Outlook. Yes, kids, that's a real thing. Okay. Take a moment, look at the list. All right. I want you guys to rank each skill from 1 to 10, with number 1 being the most important skill and 10 being least important. Okay. Use each number only once. All right. You can write it down on a piece of paper next to you. You can do it in your head. How about writing it down, because there's a lot of things going on there. And kind of think about it. Think it over. Okay. Now pause the video and do this little thing. Okay. You all done? If you're not, take your time. Okay. All right. Let's look at the answers for the top 10 skills. Start with number 10 and working our way down to number 1. Okay. First up, technical skills. All right. So hard skills about doing certain things. So technical skill for a cabinet company would be to how to build a cabinet, or how to be, good carpentry skills. All right. Number 9, problem solving. Okay. That's a little bit of a hard and soft skill in certain areas. Number 8, interpersonal skills. Okay. Those are soft skills about how you interact with other people around you and how you get along with other people. Okay. Flexibility and adaptability. This is about how you adapt when things go crazy. For example, there's a pandemic going on and you need to adapt teaching your kids from in person to at home. Number 6, computer skills. All right. More and more people are using computers for their work, and having those skills are getting more and more important. Number 5, analytical skills. Okay. This is about having to analyze situations and know what needs to be done because of it. Okay. It kind of can be attached to problem solving in some ways, but this is about analyzing a situation or analyzing things going on and knowing what to do next. For example, you work in a bakery and you analyze and see that you're running low on chocolate chip cookies. So next step would be to either put more out on the counter or go back and make sure you have enough, make more. Okay, analyze situations and know and anticipate what's going to happen next. Okay. All right. Number 4, initiative. Okay. Initiative, guys, is just stepping up, being there, taking the first step, right? It's about, just being willing and ready to work, looking for new things to do at your work. It's a good thing. It's a good skill to have. Employers love it when you show it. Teamwork skills. Guys, there's not a whole lot of jobs that don't involve other people. So being able to work with those people are very important things to do. Okay? Strong work ethic. This is a soft skill that is based a lot about on who you are and where you're at, how you view work. Okay, it's going to kind of depend upon you. Number one, communication skills. All right, it's about how you talk to people, right? Whether it be team members, your boss, customers, those kind of things. All right, take a look at these skills. How'd you guys do? Were you close? Were you way off? Either way, it's fine. Okay. Now I want you to notice the top four. Okay. Actually, think about it. Maybe top five. Top five skills valued by employers in the survey are soft skills, right? Things you really can't, you have to learn through interaction and interpretation through other people. Okay. Now, granted, these types of soft skills and hard skills are dependent upon the job you're doing. So, for example, if you work at construction site, computer skills might be lower on the list. However, if you work as writing code for Google, computer skills might be a little higher on the list. Okay? But no, both soft skills and hard skills are important, things valued by employers, right? But soft skills are things that help us better interact with other people. So they are things that they are looked for a lot by employers. Okay. Now, let's look at number one skill. Communication skills. Communication skills form the basis of soft skills. Okay. You can look at a lot of soft skills and they all lead back to communicating with somebody or something. Okay. They all kind of just lead there. All right. Okay. There are 4 basic skills for communication. If you break it down even further. Okay. They call it LSRW. Okay. That is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Okay. Those are the basic 4 skills of communication. Things that I know you all know how to do. I've seen you do it. Okay. Now, listening and reading are called receptive skills, meaning that's you getting information from something else. Okay. For example, listening to a lecture from your teacher through a presentation, aka this guy here, or reading what's on the presentation board. Okay. Or reading a textbook or reading anything like that. Okay. Those are receptive skills where you take in information. Okay. Speaking and writing are productive skills where you give out information. Okay. You're talking to a coworker or a friend, your parents. When you speak, you give them information. You're writing, assignments. You're writing in your own journal. Those you're giving information either, to somebody else or yourself, or those are productive skills that you're giving out information. Okay. All right, real quick, break it down why this is important, guys. Listening. Look at the puppy. Okay. Patient listening to others helps in better communication. Okay. While you're listening to good things or bad things, being a good listener is helpful in communicating with coworkers and your boss and all kinds of things, right? It's a good skill to have in life in general, be it school, work, home, good skill to have. Okay. It facilitates good relationships. Okay. Like I said, better at work, school, or home, people get along better when they listen to each other. Okay. That's the way life is, guys. It enables us to analyze situations in a broader perspective. Okay. By listening to other people and other points of view, we expand our own point of view. Okay. Helps us broaden our minds and see things in a different way, which helps us in the long run. Good skill to have, guys. It's also why it's so important for businesses, because if you're listening to people from why they're having problems other places, whatnot, you can help them or help your company better analyze situations. Or, for example, you work at a help desk for a certain technology, right? You work for the Apple TV or Netflix or something like that, okay? Someone across the country is having a problem with this situation. By understanding and listening, you get a better understanding of what's going on, either to be able to help them or help your business to figure out a problem in an area they didn't know they had before. So listening is a good skill to have when it comes to work. All right, next up, reading. Okay, reading is the most rewarding receptive skill. So I know some of you guys don't like to read sometimes. I personally find it an amazing skill to have, and I love reading. Read whatever I can. Okay, reading is most rewarding because it does a lot of different things for you. Okay, basically, the more we read, the more knowledge we tend to acquire. Okay, we can learn things just by reading stuff, which is amazing, guys. Think about it. We learn about history, we learn about math, science, all kinds of different things just by reading it. It's amazing. Okay. In turn, this helps improve our IQ. We're taking a soft skill, which is done through EQ and the right side of the brain, and improving the left side of the brain. Okay. So we're taking reading takes soft skills. The reading soft skill enables us to better understand hard skills, which is important. Okay. And reading is one of the things you're going to need to know in no matter what career you're in, guys. Because you're going to learn how to read instructions, read forms you have to fill out for different things, such as contracts or insurance or those kind of things. Being able to understand memos from bosses, those kind of things, it's an important skill to have. Okay, so being a better reader gets you more ahead in the job thing. Okay, writing. Writing is a much demanded skill. Okay, because you have all kinds of things that have to do with writing in things, right? Many professionals have to develop strong writing skills because they have all kinds of things they have to write about. You know, drafting official policies and notices, letters, technical reports, publishing articles, better writing guards against plagiarism, copyright infringement, those kind of things. Okay. Being a good writer helps people understand what you're trying to say as well. Okay. It's a good skill to have. Okay. Last skill we'll talk about is speaking. All right. Speaking is a vital component of communication skills. And I know all you guys can do this pretty well because sometimes it's hard to get you to stop. Okay. So, the thing about speaking, though, when it comes to work, is the mode of speaking differs based on whom we communicate. Okay. This kind of works in general. It's just life, right? You're going to speak differently to your parents than you do with your friends, than you do with your teachers, or somebody you don't even know if you're met for the first time. You just don't talk to them the same way. It's just how we're built, right? The same thing works with work, right? For example, scientists presenting a proposal for financial assistance before a funding agency are going to talk differently if they're talking to other than if they're talking to other scientists. Okay. If we're talking to other scientists to prove their theory, they're gonna use more certain facts and whatnot. Speaking to people who want money for their stuff, they're gonna use facts, but maybe not complicate it as much because the people who they're talking to don't know it as well. Okay, so less technical jargon, more explained out, type stuff, right? This also can be very different from what a marketing executive will do to present a product, right? They're talking to their board. They want to talk, about facts, figures. They're talking to the people they want to sell to. They're going to talk about why this product is so awesome. Okay. So it varies on what you're trying to do. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching my little presentation this today. I hope you guys are doing great, doing well. If you guys have any questions at all about the assignments for this week or previous weeks, please reach out. We're more than willing to help. Okay, we just want to see you guys succeed. If you guys need help, we're more than happy to help you. Okay? All right. This ends today's presentation. Move on to the next thing, which is the assignment for this week. And we will see you guys next time.